So guys, here again share one more solving video. I came on the Late Code Camp channel, and today's video we are solving in the weekly contest 4, and our question is 398 question we are solving in today's videos, and the third question in our weekly contest 4. Okay, so our weekly contest 3 and 2 is ended very successfully, yes, and now we are come on to our weekly contest 4, in which I am solving our third question 398. Okay, so and this is a medium one question. In the next video we solve the hard question. Okay, but in today's video we are solving the medium one, so get ready for it, and please like this video, share friends, and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to all the notification bell also, so you never miss about these type of videos on this channel. So let's move toward on the big screen and let's do a coding with love. Inge. So this is the question. This video must be bigger because the question is very big and the examples are all very difficult, but we will be solve it. So let's see the examples and let's see the question. So first of all, we drag and drop this question and with the examples and constraints in the Word file to explain you very carefully. Okay, so now let's start to do this. So first of all, what we can do now, let's select this all. Okay, then right click and copy to it. When you copy it, so first of all you only want to do it, click on the Word file in which you will paste this question and give the font to the Poppins, so it must look better. Then when you do this, so you only want to do it now. First of all, come on it here, and first of all we will not waste time on our question. I will be explaining you question only one time. We will be much focus on our course, not any question, because the codes are very big. The codes are many codes we will be writing in today video. Okay, so get ready for it. So but anyways, let's start. First of all, let me explain you the question. It is saying me, you are given an array of a variable pairs, equations, and then array and an array of a real numbers values, where equations square bracket I equals to square bracket a and b, highlighted the a and b, and value square bracket I. Okay, it represents the equation of a slash b equals to value square bracket I. Each a or b is a string that represents a single variable. You are also given some queries where queries square bracket j equals to the square bracket c and t represents the j query, where you must find the answer of c divided by d equals to question mark. That it is saying me, return the answer to all queries. Highlight this, return the answer to all queries if a single answer cannot be determined. Return minus point 0. Okay, it is saying me if if single answer cannot be determined, the output will become return minus 1.0. So two note it has been given me. First note is about the input is always valid. You may assume that evaluating the queries will not return result in division by 0, and that there is no contradiction. That number 2 note it has been given me, the variables that do not occur in the list of equations are undefined, so the answer cannot be determined for them. So these two notes it has been given me. So first of all, let's read our example 1. In our example 1, the input that has been given me this type of an input. Here you can see it, and the output has been coming like this. So in our case 1, this type of an output will become, and let's explain you why this type of output has been coming. Because given a divided by b equals to 2.0, b divided by c equals to 3.0. This is a given, and queries are a divided by c equals to question mark, b divided by a equals to question mark, divided by e equals to question mark, a divided by a equals to question mark, x divided by x equals to question mark. These are queries, and now return. In the return, it has been given me 6.0, 0.5, minus 1.0, and 1.0, and minus 1.0. Note, x is undefined slash greater than minus 1.0. So this is the explanation, and in our case 1, our output must become this. Okay, so this is our case 1, I have explained you. So let's move on our case 2. In our case 2, the input has been given me like this, and in the case 2, our output will become like this. Okay, this type of output must be our come in our case 2, and in our case 3 this is the input, and our output will become like this. Okay, in our case 3 this type of an output will become. Okay, in our case 3. So there are 3 cases which we have solved in today's video, and these are the constraints which we have used in today's videos, and I hope you understand the question which it has been given me. So I think I highlighted something, so please focus on the highlighted things. Okay, because these are very important for us. Okay, so let's start to write a code. So first of all, I hope you understand the question. Understand the question very carefully. As first of all, you understand the question, then come on to the code. I have understand the question. So now let's start to write a code. So first of all, to write a code, first of all, you only want to do it. Write in this. Okay. Give the space here. Define a one comment. First we write here construct the disjoint set forest. Okay, now when we do this thing, first of all, here I construct the disjoint forest, set the forest, construct the disjoint set forest. So first of all, I am writing n equals to 2, then multiply by len, then square bracket equations. Now enter press. Now here I define PAR, then equals to list, then range, and then here I am defining n. Okay, the enter press one more time. Define W equals to square bracket 1.0, then multiply by n. Then here I define M equals to curly brackets and ID equals to 0. I am defining ID equals to 0 because it has been saying me when understand the question one more time. I am understanding a question. So you are given an array of variable equations. Okay. So enter press one more time. Define your def find n if par n equals to n. So return n. Old par equals to par square bracket n, and then define par square bracket n equals to find, and then define here one more time par dash square bracket n one more time, and then define a one comment. In this comment we define path comparison. In this line we are defining our path comparison. Okay, so par means path. Okay, w square bracket n, then multiply equals to w slash old, then underscore, then par. Now here I update n slash greater than par, then n, then wait. Okay, and define here wait. Enter press. Define here return par slash n one more time. Then understand the question. Okay, we solve it in our 3 minutes. Okay. So now our case 1 has been perfect. In our case 1 the output will become our perfect. Now let's define our case 2. Give the space def union. Define a union in which you define n1 comma n2 comma n3. Okay, sorry, not n3, wait. So these 3 cases we have defined it here, then p1 comma p2, and then give the space here, then equals to find n1 comma find n2. Okay, now when we define our p1 and p2, here we define our if p1 equals to p2. Then when we define it equal to p2, refine here return one more time. So there are many codes we have many code which we have written now. Okay, par return. Okay, so backspace enter par square bracket n2, then equals to, sorry, not p2, and then P1. Okay, and then here I attach our P2 in this line. Here we attach our P2 to P1 in this line. Now here we enter press. Now when we press enter press, here we write then square bracket P2 then equals to W N1 and then space. When we do this space, then we write slash W N2 and then I think so slash wait. Enter press one more time, and when you do this thing, so you only want to do it. So now in the next line, what you want to do it, and the backspace in this line, here we map our each variable to an ID so that we can use array to implement PAI and W. Okay, so first of all we write for I comma then V1 comma V2 in which define in and then in enumerate and then define here equations and then semicolon. So enter press and then define if V1 not in M then semicolon then enter M then square bracket M then square bracket V1 define here equals to ID and then enter press then ID plus equals to 1 then if V2 not in M square bracket M square bracket V2 then equals to 10 then enter press not 10 define here ID then ID plus equals to 1 more time you write same thing. Okay, when you do this thing you write here union and then union M square bracket V1 comma then define here M square bracket V2. When you do this, so define here comma in which you define values in which you define in square comma then values square bracket I then perfect define here square bracket then rounded bracket. Now number 2, our number 2. Now when we define this, so in the number 2 here we define our dot answer the queries. Now in this line I answer the queries. Okay, so now I write here def is connected and when you write connected is connected and then in this we write n1 comma n2. Then when you write this thing you only want to do it define semicolon and then enter press p1 comma p2 equals to space find n1 comma find n2. So here we define n2 one more time in which you give the enter and then n2 okay if p1 define here p1 equals to p2 then semicolon and then return here w square bracket n1 then slash v w n2. Then when you define this thing, so you write enter press and define return minus 1.0 enter backspace enter res equal to square bracket and then for v1 comma v2 in query and then query not queries. Okay, and then define here if v1 comma if v1 not in m or v2 not in m enter press res dot append means it will merge two things like I have told you in the previous videos also. So enter press backspace, else, in which you define res dot append. Here we also one more time, here we use append, in which you write here, sorry, in which you write here m square bracket v1 comma m, then m, then square bracket v2. Then enter press one more time, in which you write here return res. So we write our all the code successfully. Yes, so let's read our question and let's recheck our code. Okay, 1.0 we wrote it down, and then so our code is correct. So let's run it and let's see. So I think this video will be very bigger. Okay, so it is giving me the error in this line, in this return res append m1 in our last line, and else, then return ren. Okay, append, here I do not define, here I do not define return, and then you define here is connected, and when you define is connected, then is connected, then when you define it, so you write here square this, and then this square bracket. So now run it. Okay, here you can see our all cases are accepted. Our case 1, case 2 and case 3 has been accepted, and when we submit it, so let's see our submitted code. So our submitted code is also be perfect, I think so, yeah. And we come on our top of the page, we solve it in a 0 milliseconds, and I beat 100% all the people I have beat it down. Okay, here you can see it, all the people has been down from me. Okay, here you can see it, and this one with this question we are solving today's video, 399 question by the name of Evaluate Division. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you enjoy, so please like this video, share, friend, and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to all the notification bell also, so you never miss about these type of videos on this channel. So now let me meet you in the next class and next very amazing like that type of videos. So now for today, goodbye.